The world's most beautiful cities. This city is alive with tourism, and there's figure skating excitement as well. As tonight, we have the biggest crowd of the week so far. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Paris and our continuing coverage of these 1989 World Figure Skating Championships. This city is still alive, still buzzing about Kurt Browning's sensational performance here in the Palais Omnisport of 24 hours ago. Tonight, as a special treat during our coverage, Kurt Browning is going to join me here in the broadcast area. He will take us through his performance. We'll show you the entire performance, including the quad in slow motion, and Kurt Browning will describe his feelings and emotions. He will take us through it step by step. Tonight, as I say, it's the women's original program and the ice dance finals, and with more. On tonight's figure skating here in Paris, here are Ted Reynolds and Tyler Cranston.
Brian, you're so right. Kurt Browning has been the story. I don't think there's been a 15-minute period when he was not being interviewed by radio, television, or on the telephone. I wonder if that young man still yet realizes just what he did last night.
Probably not, Ted, but this old man definitely does realize what he did. I'm still tingling because I've never seen anyone play roulette the way he did and win.
They're really a new breed of people, those guys. They stood up on the podium, none of them ever there before, as if it was almost every day. They're incredible.
Well, I think that the new generation is indicative of the fact that they simply have not known the emotion fear. And Kurt Browning went out and was not nervous and simply socked it to them and won.
We're going now, our first competition today is the ladies original, and of course the marvelous Katarina Witt, who's here watching, is not skating. Elizabeth Manley is off skating professionally. All those top skaters, with one exception, Claudia Leisner, have gone. So do you think there'll be a new wave, something new will emerge with the ladies?
Well, certainly, Ted, I think Midori Ito is sort of the Kurt Browning in the women's department. She also knows no fear. I think people are very nervous about what she could do. Also with Jill Trenery, a beautiful skater, an American champion. I think she has a good shot at it. And also Leisner is not going to allow this to slip through her fingers as easily as it has in the past. So all three have a good shot at it.
And of course, Leisner comes in as favorite. She did win the Europeans in Birmingham. But really, the ladies is as wide open and should be just as exciting as the men's competition. Certainly a big, big step up to these World Championships for Karen Preston, the somewhat surprising new Canadian ladies champion. With her victory there, she really did startle a lot of people. She was here in the figures 17th. Skates at the Toronto Cricket Club. Osborne Cotson is her very proud coach. She's a competitor, though, Taller. She's a fighter.
Very strong combination right off the top. Karen has exactly the same sort of nerves that a Kurt Browning would have for competing. She seems to get better in competition, which is a wonderful quality. A simple series of spirals, but very well done, very high and elegantly performed. Very good. A double axel, a particularly difficult place to put it in the program, which was very near the end. This is a clean performance. She can be really proud of this, as can her teacher, Osbert Colson. this is exactly the way the short program should be skated. Clean, simple, and uncluttered. This was an excellent debut into the World Championships. A good, strong, clean program. Very, very good.
Yeah, she should be well pleased with that. The Canadian contingent, of course, and there in the little white cap is Coach Osborne. He has to be very, very happy and proud. He's waited a long time to have someone skating up here in these World Championships, and he is extremely happy, I'm sure, for his little protege. She is still very young. She's only in her teens, of course. And you must remember that in the figures here, she was 17th. So to move up against a lot of very, very good young competitors, it's going to be quite a ways up. But I thought she was a nice program, Colin.
It was a particularly clean program. You could not fault it for anything. The only thing, I guess, one could say about it in a detrimental way, there was a part of the program that became a little bit slow. But other than that, really, just about as good as she could skate it.
There's not a Canadian judge on this panel, by the way. And she's moving in her first set of marks, going up 4.95 to 5.4 is the highest mark, and that's from the Italian judge. And there's not a judge from the Soviet Union on this panel either, which is sort of strange, or the United States, which is really, but they draw nowadays for people who are going to be on the judges panel. So that's, you take what you get. She looks happy enough there, I think. And now let's wait and see what her second set of marks, very comparable, up to a 5.4 again from the Italian judge, Franco Benini, who really liked her. And with those, as far as this original program is concerned, she has the second best marks in that, and that puts her at the present time in 4th place overall. A long way to go, but she's not going to go down. She's going to certainly improve on her 17th place in figures.